today on The Social. Taylor and Travis have reportedly implemented a no-gift policy for their upcoming wedding. But would you show up empty-handed to celebrate someone's special day? And Steven Spielberg's latest film, Disclosure Day, crashes at the box office, while trending Gen Z movies are cashing in. When it comes to theatrical success, do audiences still care about legendary directors? Then, a geography lesson in a glass. How Canada's breathtaking landscapes shape the rich flavors of our wines, with sommelier Natalie McLean. Plus, whether you like them veggie or meaty, hot dogs are having a moment. 4 ways to wiener and take your barbecue over the top. It all starts now on The Social.
More details. Oh, what did I say?
You said Friday.
Oh my God.
No, it's in my head too. It's in my head too.
Thursday. Okay, again, we're live. Happy Thursday.
No, don't feel bad. In my head too, I thought it was Friday.
Wow.
Don't feel bad.
Okay, let's get back on track, Grelo. More details are coming out about the most anticipated celebrity wedding of the year. I'm talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Okay. They are rumored to be getting married on the July 4th weekend and reportedly absolutely do not want any gifts, is what the invite says. But San Francisco 49ers player George Kittle, he actually let it slip to Extra TV that he still plans on breaking that rule because Travis really likes old coins, apparently. And so he's like, I'm going to give him an old coin. I'm going to break the rules. So the idea of the no gift wedding rule, do you follow that or do you not?
What do you guys do?
We do.
Okay, first of all, I want to talk to this football player. Please keep that coin to yourself. Nobody wants that, including Travis. But I always thought, like, this to me makes sense, because I always thought the reason why we are giving gifts and money to the newlywed couple is to help them get on their feet so they can buy their first home and get everything they need. Combined, Travis and Taylor are worth $2.1 billion.
They don't need it.
I think the kids are doing okay, so why are we trying to, like, give them a gift when they clearly don't need one?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Their situation is definitely not relatable. You went to a wedding recently.
Well, I've been to the last couple of weddings I've been to have been no gifts, and I love rules. And so if that is the rule, I will abide by your rule, and I love taking things literally. But I always get into a pickle when it says no gifts. But if you'd like to contribute to, let's say, our honeymoon fund, but what happens if I don't want to contribute to your honeymoon fund?
Wait, but it's a choice.
I don't know what. Yeah, it's framed as a choice. And again, going back to, I like rules. I like being honest.
Okay, we did.
What do I do?
I don't know. That's it. I mean, it's tricky territory. I will say that when we got married, because we already owned a home, we told everyone no gifts. And we said, but if you want to contribute to our wedding, or you want to do a gift from the heart.
Isn't that a gift? Like, isn't contributing to the honeymoon
I just didn't.
a gift?
I knew people made varying amounts of money. I knew people were at different stages, and I was just kind of like wanted to invite people. Like, I'm throwing the wedding, so I thought we're paying for it.
Yeah.
But it would be great to offset some of those costs. But it was no pressure, and people did varying things.
Did anyone not do anything?
Yes.
And were they blacklisted in your life?
No, not at
because
all.
you gave them the option.
I gave them the option.
It's optional.
And it's also generational, because there are some generations, maybe because of money or other reasons, who are like, or rule followers. It says no, so I will not do the thing. But there are people who are like, and I don't know why, I think it's a certain generation. Like, there are people who will still show up with an appliance
don't
for your kitchen, and they'll put it on a table. I heard a boo.
No,
about
they're
that
right.
one. Like, think generationally, I think my mother's generation is you never show up empty-handed.
Okay, well, I'd like to ask your mother and everyone in this audience for some advice, maybe. I already did it. I went to my cousin's wedding in Sicily a few weeks ago. So this was a big, long trip to go overseas. It was very expensive. It was such a beautiful wedding. This
look
gorgeous.
at that.
It was at a castle in Sicily.
My God.
So my cousin Jamie and his beautiful wife Deanna, this is both of their second marriages, okay? So I was at one of their first weddings, but they also said no gifts. So I didn't bring anything.
Oh,
Is that okay?
Wait. But the gift is you paid for your trip, right?
Okay.
Which cost thousands of dollars.
So there's a lot of nuance to
I don't
this.
think there's any nuance. I think the rules are very clear. And I talked to so many of my newlywed friends, and we don't understand what people are thinking. The reason why they've written down the rules on the invitation are for you to follow. So I don't understand. I know sometimes it is culture, but they've given you the rules. So if they say no gifts, no gifts, don't bring something. Don't bring an extra person. If they tell you to wear a certain color, wear the certain color.
No kids,
I do not get it. But I feel like, right? I feel like, though, I've been to some of these richy rich, don't bring any gifts. And here's the solution. Why don't you make a donation to their favorite charity in their name? Therefore, no awkward gift on a table. You're adhering to it, but you still feel like you gave something. Can we, do that? And,
Only if they wrote it out for me to do that.
And if anybody else wants to invite me to a wedding in Sicily, please do. All right, so here's the next one. Would you buy a new car with a hand crank window, no radio, to save money? No. Okay, well, it's coming to the market. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is backing what's being called America's cheapest truck, an electric vehicle with basic features available for $25,000. Now, they traded exterior paint for vinyl straps. There's no navigation system and no adaptive cruise control. So the question is, audience, would you purchase a vehicle without the bells and whistles to save on cost?
No!
Listen, I thought I liked you all. No, I'm just kidding. I still like you, but no, I would buy this.
Yeah.
I actually think that there's a difference between wants and needs in cars. Right now, we're not driving cars. We are driving computers.
Yes!
And I don't know about you guys. I don't know half of what the buttons do. I don't know what they do, and the buttons that I do know how to use have made me a lazy, bad driver, okay?
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you something. There was a day when you took lessons and you learned how to properly do a three-point turn and parallel park. You know what? Today, you just sit there, you press a button, and you go like this.
Wow.
The car does it for you. We are lazier and we are worse off. Just like there's a movement towards dumb phones, which don't have all the bells and whistles, I like the dumb truck.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
I mean, I just think we're moving in this direction where we're going to have self-driving cars. You're the one who's always talking about AI. We got to kind of accept that this is a part of our future.
I'm changing my tune.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I'm from the generation, and I feel like people in this audience are, where I remember those days of getting inside the car and you would vinyl seats, you'd stick to it. I can even, and that cranking thing.
We're from
you
the
were
1900s, baby.
So much vomit that I experienced in those kind of things. So just a disgusting car sake. I am not going back to those times ever again. I feel like I also...
I think it's called an air freshener. You're fine.
I like the radio.
Or
Really
cloth
that
seats,
bad? It was that
Bench.
bad.
Remember the benches? Oh, sorry.
No, the benches were great. I was born in the 1900s, and I do remember having to crank my own window, and I survived. That's not a deterrent for me. Also, radio.
That's called strength training for menopausal women.
There you go. We can reframe it. Also, the radio, I'm less concerned about a radio because if I need a USB port and I need Bluetooth so that because I can listen to the radio and whatever music I want through my Bluetooth or my USB.
Sure.
So these aren't deterrents. What I want to talk about is the cost, because clearly this car is not made for the luxury market, right?
No.
Because you don't have any of those things. So who is this for? I'm imagining a person who needs a car to take them from point A to point B. So a student, a single mom with a couple kids, a senior citizen, somebody who has a job that doesn't pay them a lot, but they do need a car to get to work. So you're still telling me that $25,000 is a cheap car?
I know.
I'm sorry, honey.
What happens?
If you really want to sell this car to that demographic, this truck needs to be under $10,000 because you're giving them nothing. I can get a car with everything for cheaper than $25,000, Jeff. I know you haven't bought a used car in a while, but you can get a car with all the bells and whistles.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I just wish they'd make cars today that didn't look like 12-year-old boys designed them. Do you know what I mean? They all look like this is what a spaceship's gonna look like on Mars. They're so ugly. I'm so sorry, including my own car. I think a nice basic car is the way of the future.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. All right.
My car's ugly.
What's old is new again. And maybe same goes with this guy, Steven Spielberg. Sorry, Steven. Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day movie, it's crashing at the box office. Meanwhile, Gen Z movies are cashing in major. So do audiences still care about these legendary directors and their work? We're going to debate that after this. We're back, everybody. We want you to join this conversation. And where is that happening? Online. Of course, we're called The Social. So get us on our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok.
So Steven Spielberg's new sci-fi thriller Disclosure has crashed hard at the box office in its second weekend. And according to the Associated Press, 41% of moviegoers were aged 45 and up. Meanwhile, Obsession, which was directed by a 26-year-old YouTuber, is enjoying massive and continued success. So begs the question, when it comes to Hollywood success, do legendary directors still have that Midas touch?
I think there are exceptions, but in general, the numbers seem to be saying that they don't. Like that Gen Z director with the horror movie, he made that movie for probably the price of Spielberg's catering price tag for his film. And that movie has made, I think, if my math is right, twice as much. But so like feels like there's this new sort of generation of disruptors. But the irony for me is that those legendary directors like Spielberg, like even George Lucas, Scorsese,
Nolan,
and Coppola, like they were the disruptors. They were the disruptors of the 70s. They were these young guys who would make studios mad, who were breaking all the rules, who all the film critics said, you guys are ruining cinema. Do you know what I mean?
Can I give you a quick stat?
They passed the torch to this new generation of disruptors.
Obsession becomes the first film since E.T. in 1982, directed by Steven Spielberg.
No.
Sorry.
To
see, I was like, he's...
you're right. Sorry.
To see increases on 3 consecutive weekends, to your point, of who the new disruptors are.
Okay, but I wonder, so you're right about all of those directors, but let's be real, let's not feel bad for them, because these are the people who always get their projects greenlit, they have a bigger budget, their name's always mentioned in marketing, but once I buy my ticket, I don't care who directed it, it still needs to be good, and if I don't like it, your comment section is gonna be full of my comments, right? But I'm wondering, we've all seen people, actors, fans of their movies, of these big directors, kind of go, oh my God, you're the reason why I got into film school, I love you. So I'm wondering if you kind of have that kind of persona and that legendary status, and you're in a room with a bad script, who's gonna have the testicular fortitude to tell you, hey, Steven, this ain't it, this needs a rewrite?
I totally
Nobody.
agree.
So I think it comes with a little backlash where it's like, you've gotten so big that no one can correct you, whereas a younger person is like eager and hungry, and they're like, yeah, sure, okay, you're right. And they're probably more eager to listen, and people feel more comfortable to give their feedback. And I wonder if that's the problem.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like so many of these directors, and I love that older generation of directors. Like many people, I grew up watching those movies. They mean so much to me, but they're almost indulgent, to your point. Like no one is there to say, like, hey, see that 20 minutes? Or do you know how every movie
or
we
more
watch
like
is now
45.
Yeah, you see that 45 minutes? Cut this. You see that shot that you love and it's 7 seconds long? You don't need it. It's not furthering the story.
Who's going to say that?
No one's telling them this.
But it's not only that. Like I think that this was a marketing fail as well. I don't know about you. I didn't even know Steven Spielberg had a new movie coming out. I didn't come across my timeline.
Did you know about Obsession and Backrooms?
I knew about Obsession and Backrooms.
Coming out?
It did. I heard about both of them. And also, you have to think about genre. Steven Spielberg made another sci-fi movie. Maybe people are tired of that genre. Horror has never gotten its flowers. The 2 movies that are really big right now, Obsession and Backrooms, both have a kind of like sinister, eerie feeling that I think could be argued is also tapping into themes that are more relatable to younger people.
And let's talk about that. I think when you look at the 2 guys who are behind the 2 biggest films right now, Obsession and Backrooms, which are both horrors that were both made for pennies compared to what they're now making in the box office. One is 20, the other one's 26. They're both YouTubers. They didn't come, and they were headhunted by the studios. The studios came hunting for them. They weren't out there saying, I'm going to be Spielberg. They were really doing their own
smaller
things.
studios.
Smaller studios, like
studios.
A24 came out and get them. So these guys are not doing it to chase fame. They're doing it because they're telling the stories of their generation. Gen Z is coming out in droves. It is a TikTok movement to record yourself going to the movie theater with your other Gen Z friends. We're not getting that for Disclosure Day or any of the other films. And quite frankly,
despite them spending $80 million, I think,
million
on the publicity side of things, the marketing.
Who pocketed that $80 million? Because I saw a bit of promo, but I didn't see $80 million worth of promo.
Yeah.
I'll just say this.
I think that's right. Someone can fact check that for me, right?
Yeah.
But
the audience is like, what?
In terms of legacy directors, though, Quentin Tarantino is about one of the only sort of OG directors who has said, come out, I'm only making 10 films. My last film will be, like, I think 60. He said
right.
He is not going to go. And he has said it's because he doesn't want to be old and out of touch. I'm not saying that's
That's
my
not
words.
fair. That's not fair.
I know.
We're getting older and we're getting better with age. So I don't want anity telling me you can't do this because you're a certain age. I dare you, honey.
Is it, well, okay.
Moving on. Moving on. I was just joking, guys. Just a little joke. YSL. YSL, you know what that stands for? Yves Saint Laurent. They debuted their new men's footwear in front of celebrities like Madonna and heated rivalry star Connor Story. And the shoe that immediately stood out was, get this, a clear, pointy shoe.
Love it.
So the clear shoe trend on men, yay or nay? Yay? You know? No, goodness, no.
I know what you mean. I think Connor Story, who's pictured there, I think he could pull it off. He's just about one of the only kind of fashion guys who could. But when I think about feet and I think about plastic shoes, I think about the way that that car kind of mists up when there's too much moisture. Do you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of foggy,
Oh my God.
and you got that in your foot, and just imagine like the stink, and you don't have windshield wipers in your shoe. So I'm like, no.
I love this shoe, even though there's one man in the audience who looks so disgusted at the even thought of this man's face was just like, absolutely not. But I'll tell you why I like this shoe. For years, a lot of my male friends have been very hypercritical of women's feet. Right? How small our feet are, if we have corns, bunions, they always got something to say. Meanwhile, their dogs are hidden in socks and running shoes. So I say, welcome boys, come to the table. Put your dogs in those clear shoes so we can see the 30% tint on that fourth toe and let's even out the playing field. That's all I'm saying.
I was going to say the same thing because, listen, what's the difference between what happens every single summer? Because, you know what, at least there's a barrier, a tinted barrier between me and looking at your nasty feet. Because if you're going out here in these streets in just like your regular sandals, I'm sorry, men, there's a place called a nail salon, really affordable. Go and get a cheap pedicure because I'm looking at them anyway. At least this gives a little bit of coverage. At least, listen, if you have beautiful feet, then show them. I want to see your gorgeous feet, men, but I don't want to see your ugly
in the
feet.
studio? No, shoes and socks everywhere.
I don't. Jess?
Decided.
You decided? What?
Oh, about the shoe. We've all decided.
Yeah, we've decided.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
we're done.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, everybody. Okay, Jess, you get to witness FIFA World Cup fans in person, and it's for some of them they get a surprise of a lifetime. So please don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. There's nothing like FIFA World Cup soccer and chips to bring communities together. And lucky for us, Lay's thinks so too.
And not only have they released 4 limited edition chip flavors inspired by different countries, they're celebrating fans and spreading collective joy in communities around Toronto. And Jess got a chance to join in on the fun. Take a look.
As the official snack of FIFA World Cup 2026, Lay's is all about making really memorable experience for the fans. Now, I'm here in the heart of Toronto's Bosnian community, where Lay's is bringing the tournament's global spirit right here to the people for the ultimate celebration. Did I mention there's going to be chips? Because there are, a lot. Mikey, what exactly is going on here behind us?
Well, we have got our Lay's Flag of Fandom, and this is really about celebrating the communities around us. We are one of the most diverse cities in the world.
Yes.
Fandom in Toronto is defined by all of these little neighborhoods and communities around us. And so Lay's really wanted to celebrate that and make that experience even more special with this giant flag behind us, where fans can grab a bag, scan it at the kiosk over here, and they may get some special surprises.
What kind of special surprises are we talking about?
You know, some may get some delicious Lay's potato chips.
Win.
Some may walk away with some Fan Fest celebration tickets.
Okay, score, major score.
Some FIFA merch, some match tickets.
What? That is incredible.
I know.
Okay, we're going home with match tickets. Remember, no Lay's, no game.
I picked the right bag by a miracle, and we're going to a game.
This is pretty cool. It's great. The atmosphere is amazing, and we're here to cheer everyone on.
Are you guys so excited you're gonna watch the game today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you gonna have snacks?
Yeah.
What do you think makes Lay's such a natural fit for like these magical World Cup moments?
Well, I mean, it is like a once-in-a-generational moment for Canadian soccer or football fans, right? And it is all about those sharing moments together, right? It's togetherness. And that is what Lay's is all about.
I have no idea who you guys are cheering for.
I'll give you my glasses.
We got 2 countries to cheer for this World Cup, and it's amazing. We love it.
Do you think this little angel was the good luck charm?
This was our little helper, yes.
Who's gonna look after Mia while you guys are at the game?
Grandma and Grandpa first.
Oh, 100%.
Talk about beautiful community spirit. But the game's about to start, and Lay's just hooked someone else up with a pair of tickets. Let's see if they need a +1. Wish me luck.
Jess, that looked like so much fun. We know that soccer really does bring communities together. What do you love most about Lay's Flags of Fandom?
I think it was watching some of these fans thinking that they're just going to enjoy the game on a big screen and then having their entire day flipped on its head. And they go from a watch party to going to the actual game. It was so exciting watching them choose those bags of chips. It was like just like watching a soccer game. It was great.
What a great idea. Well, speaking of exciting, yesterday Canada played an exciting match against Switzerland, and you were there the day that Canada played Bosnia.
Yeah.
What was it like celebrating on the other side?
Well, do you know what? I would say it was a celebration full stop because this community, most people there were 2nd or 3rd generation Bosnians. And so no matter who won that game, it was a win for them. And it was really, really beautiful. They were so proud to call themselves Canadians and so proud of their heritage. So everyone was a winner no matter what.
I love
That's
that.
fantastic. All right. Well, it's a good day at work when you get to eat chips. Can we just say that? Now, had you ever seen a flag made of chips before?
Andrea, it is safe to say I have not.
Okay.
Nor have I ever seen a 20-foot flag made out of Lay's potato chips. It was, let's just say, memorable. And the Bosnian people, I think, were absolutely thrilled because that was their flag. It was really beautiful.
That's really special. Well, this wasn't the only Flags of Fandom activation. So Canada, Ghana, Panama fans also got to celebrate with Lay's. And this Saturday, y'all, Lay's is bringing the party to fans of my other ride or die outside of Canada, Portugal tomorrow. Saturday. Saturday, I cannot wait. Saturday.
Yes, everybody, it is
you gotta go.
all
I
going.
my days of the week right. I'm sorry.
It is all going down at the Lakeview Avenue Parquet in Little Portugal from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. So be sure to follow Lay's at Lay's Canada for all the details. And who knows, maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones to leave with a pair of tickets or other great prizes.
That is so much fun. And again, it's happening on Saturday. And remember, no matter where you're watching, be sure to pick up some chips for your watch party because no Lay's, no game. And good news for our studio audience, you're all going home with an assortment of chips today.
I know,
We're so in. Up next, how Canada's diverse landscapes shape our wines. We'll be right back. Oh my God, you're so good.
Welcome back, everyone. From the ocean breezes of Nova Scotia to the valleys of British Columbia and the vineyards of Niagara, Canada's wine regions are diverse as the wines they produce.
And joining us to explore how geography shapes flavors from coast to coast to coast is the editor of Canada's largest wine review website, Natalie McLean. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you. Always good to have you here. All All right, so Natalie, we're going to start in Ontario. So tell us about what you've brought from the Niagara wine region.
Okay, and just let me say that this is my favorite type of geography lesson because the map is in the glass.
Got it.
So, yeah, absolutely. So we are starting with Basque Reserve Simply White VQA. This is Canada's most popular wine with 0 grams of sugar in each glass.
Whoa.
Yeah, we can make better choices, right? So
fabulous.
isn't it great?
Yeah.
So you've got this green apple and bright citrus on the nose. You know, I think it's really proof that 0 grams of sugar or 0 sugar doesn't have to mean 0 pleasure.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and this is under $17. Right.
Now you're talking.
All right. And I think it would be great with like a light lemon pasta. And it's for one of those entertaining moments when you go, oh, just a few people are coming over, and then you end up moving chairs out from 3 rooms
We've
into
all
the
been
patio.
in that situation.
Yeah.
Yes. So how does the Niagara landscape show up in this wine?
So you've got Lake Ontario, which is moderating the temperatures throughout the Niagara region. So in the summertime, it's cooling the vineyards, so slowing down that grape ripening, which is a good thing.
Okay.
Because they really ripen to greater complexity, and yet they keep that racy acidity.
Yeah.
Right? So like Basque really, to me, tastes alive in the glass.
It does. It really does. This is
Perfectly
lovely.
said. Now we're heading east. So what
Yes.
wine have you brought us from New Brunswick?
New Brunswick first. Okay, so we've got Magnetic Hill. It is the OC, Osceola by the Sea. And Magnetic Hill is named after Canada's most popular tourist attraction right after Niagara
Sorry, I like
Falls.
this one.
Okay, good. Niagara Falls and the Rockies. So Magnetic Hill is a natural gravity hill that makes cars look like they're rolling uphill on their own.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. And so this wine has won double gold in the All-Canadian Championships, which is the wine world's way of saying, we checked twice, and yes, it's definitely fabulous. It's a great wine for this kind of coastal character. You know, it tastes like a sunny day, which is perfect because when you stand in the vineyards, you are looking at the lobster boats along the shore.
Oh, wow.
And I just think this would be fabulous with steamed lobster because what grows together goes together.
That's so cute, Natalie.
And I think, you know, it's a must on your bucket list to visit this winery because you can watch ballet by the sea. You can have
sounds magical.
I know. And you can have a 4-course meal on the ocean floor at low tide and stay in their beautifully restored 1867 guest house.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Yes,
can you
please.
imagine?
What's the varietal in this? Like,
Okay, so it's a mix of aromatic varieties that are native to New Brunswick. So they tend to plant winter hardy grapes.
Okay.
And so they will blend this for that really floral character.
It is. It's
beautiful,
alive.
isn't
It's
it?
alive.
That is beautiful. All right, so we're back in Ontario for our next wine. So tell us about this rosé. I love a good rosé.
Rosé. So this is the Henry of Pelham 3 of Hearts Rosé, made by the 3 Speck brothers sustainably on the Niagara bench. So right here we have a wine that has bright strawberry and watermelon. It's juicy. Oh, it's so classic though. It's elegant and long. I mean, this wine is just under $17.
oh, wow, that's great.
Under 20, I think. Even still, it's still good, yes. And I just think it would be fabulous, like with, well, I've actually ordered pizza specifically because of this wine.
Really?
Oh, yes. You start with the wine first in my world.
Yeah.
And then, but it would also be great with mushroom bruschetta or maybe grilled peaches and brie.
Oh,
Can you
I'll take
imagine?
that. I'll
We'll
take
eat
all
all
of
of
that.
it. I know. I love that it reminds you of a specific food. That's fabulous.
It does. Yeah. Earrings first, then the outfit. Wine first, then the food.
Got it. All right. So what's different about the landscape with this one?
So this is, we're back to Lake Ontario and the moderating effect on the grapes, so that's a good thing. We've also got the Niagara Escarpment, which has a protective shield.
Yes.
Yes, like a windbreak
Yeah,
almost.
you can actually see it when you're out this way.
Exactly. So, and they've got clay and limestone soils.
Wow.
And it's magnificent because that really slows down the vines, because vines will go crazy if you let them. They're weeds.
Yeah.
But when they're cultivated and harnessed, they produce an elegant rosé like this.
Oh my goodness, that's lovely. Now I can see when I drive that way and see the escarpment, I can actually visualize what's happening in the glass.
It's the land in the glass.
So our next stop is Nova Scotia, and you've brought something I've heard lots about, Benjamin Bridge Nova 7 for us. So tell us about this wine.
All right.
I just love the color. Look
Isn't
at
it
that.
beautiful?
This is pretty.
It's so pretty. It's like salmon. It would be great with salmon.
It smells really good.
Isn't it nice? So orange blossom, lychee.
You smell that?
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So the Nova 7 was first made in 2007.
Sorry, I said it to everyone. Every single one, I'm like, ooh, I like that one.
Let it come through. It's okay. So this wine, the first year it was made, sold out in a matter of hours.
Wow.
I can understand that.
Yeah. To me, that's not a launch. That's a province-wide kitchen Kaylee, which is a kitchen party, as my Nova Scotia relatives would call it. It's like, but now they make more of it so that it's available year-round and across the country. Of course, you can order these wines directly from the winery, no matter where you live. But Nova 7, it's just under $26 and is Nova Scotia's #1 selling wine.
Yes.
So can you imagine this with pan-seared scallops or spicy or Thai cuisine?
Spicy, especially because it does feel to be like a little, not sweeter. Is it a little sweeter?
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Not too much, but that lychee mandarin orange blossom.
that is
everything she just said.
Beautiful.
That's what it is. So how does Nova Scotia's coastal influence shape a bottle of wine like this?
Right. So Nova Scotia's coastline is crisp, it's cool, it's dramatic, just like its wines and its people. But it also sits, the vineyards are in the Gaspereau Valley, which just sits inland off of the Bay of Fundy.
Okay.
Now, the Bay of Fundy has the highest tides in the world. The volume of water that moves in and out of that bay could fill the Grand Canyon to the brim twice a day.
Really?
I didn't know that. Yes. I know, isn't that cool?
I love factoids.
Yes, I do too. And so that massive movement of, sorry, I feel like I'm doing
No,
a
I
weather
love how much
forecast.
excitement you have
frontal
about
mass
this. It's beautiful.
And so that massive movement of air that's coming in and out is regulating the temperature of the vineyards, just like kind of a natural air conditioner in the summer, and then a thermal heater in the winter. So again, you're lengthening that growing season.
That's fabulous.
So cool.
All right, so we're ending with a red selected to showcase British Columbia.
I'm
excited about this one.
Represent. So we're finishing big with volcanic hills, lava red. Now, part of the landscape is the human terroir. So 3 generations of the same family has honed their expertise on this vineyard. So they've learned to express wines that express the land and their perseverance. This wine, you'll get deep, dark, ripe plums and baking spices. It's finished with a splash of ice wine, which is a fine wine flex that is 100% Canadian. And it just gives it that lovely, rich depth and so on. So this is magnificent. Of course, it's the volcanic soils, and they drain quickly, so the vines have to work harder to get their water and their nutrients. A little suffering is good for vines and people. So it makes the it makes the vines it makes the vines and the fruit more concentrated. And the Okanagan has the warmest, driest region in Canada, the most sunlight hours of any wine region in the world. They get these day-night swings, the diurnal temperatures that really make it a great wine. So what we're tasting here, ladies, in this wine with Volcanic Hills in all wines is a taste of Canada itself. So let us raise a glass to that.
That was absolutely
beautiful. Cheers, ladies.
That was gorgeous. We went from coast to coast. Thank you for sharing these great homegrown wines ahead of Canada's Day, too.
Cheers. Cheers, ladies. Cheers. That was fabulous. And after the break, we keep this party going with creative hot dog recipes. Stay right where you are. It's wine, chips, and hot dogs. A good day for the show. This is, okay.
Welcome back. Grilling season is in full gear, and the timing couldn't be better because it turns out that wieners are having a moment.
What did you say? Well, it's true. Hot dog videos are racking up millions of views on social media, with cooks coming up with all kinds of fun ways to prepare this summer staple. So here to share a few of his own favorite spins on street meat, Chef Matt Basile is back.
Yay, wieners!
Yay, wieners! Get all the jokes out now, okay? A lot of focus on the hot dogs, especially online. So why do you think that there's this renewed interest in the humble hot dog?
Well, you know, I think it comes back to like core memories in food, and it's like there's nothing more nostalgic than a wiener on a grill. And as adulting, we can be like, you know what, we're gonna enjoy that again, guilt-free.
I love it. Well, you brought some delicious options for us to try today, starting with something I've never heard of. This is a pastrami burnt ends. Tell us about it.
Right, so pastrami is brisket, but from like Montreal.
Yeah.
Typically hand-carved, thrown in a sandwich with mustard. Then you have burnt end, also brisket, but different brining process. So what I've done was I've merged these two things together where I got pastrami ends at the deli counter, and then made burnt ends with it.
I
So it's
see
like,
what's going on
yeah,
here.
it's like smoky, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's thrown in there with the all beef hot dog, right? And then you've got some
what's
pickle
happening here?
and some mustard and some crispy onions too.
So there's a regular wiener here,
Yes.
but then you added on the pastrami
Yes.
burnt ends on top of it to make this confection. or
Correct. The
whatever.
wiener's the vessel for the burnt end. You know?
I see.
Is it true that burnt ends are known as meat candy in Kansas City barbecue?
Well, yeah, because Kansas City barbecue typically is a very sweet sauce barbecue. And so, like, meat candy also just sounds fun, especially when you caramelize it with more sauce and brown sugar. And I added maple syrup because we're Canadian, after all, and this is what we do. This is what we do.
Amazing.
Okay, for the burnt ends, what should we ask for specifically at the deli counter?
Okay, so you can make them from scratch. It would take 14 hours for one hot dog, just saying. So, but the cheat code is you go to the deli counter, you look for the pastrami or Montreal smoked meat in the counter, and ask them to just cut off a chunk of the end, about 1.5 inches thick, cube it up, toss it with brown sugar, whatever barbecue sauce you have in your fridge, little butter, little Worcestershire sauce, and again, like I said, maple syrup.
It's so good.
Oh
it is
my
so
God.
It's got a bit of kick too. Are you
Right?
feeling
Little
it?
Oh, I'm
kick,
feeling the
little
kick.
kick.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, let's move on to our next dish, Matt, because it's a mashup of hot dog trends. So it is the Mexican elote. I
Yep.
think I'm saying that
Yeah,
right.
you nailed it.
And hot dog pine cones. Never heard of that. What is this? What is the story?
Well, let me fill you in on the hot dog lore, shall we? So
Yes.
we found out like 10 years ago when Mexican restaurants were putting elote on menus. We're like, wow, corn can be even cooler. Who knew? And then all of a sudden, you started seeing like mashups of that, like elote Cobb salads and baked potatoes. So this now puts it all into the hot dog. And the pine cone is just a great little vessel for it, right?
You
It's
did
on a
the
stick.
whole thing. You just went
I
right
did
in.
the whole
Okay,
thing.
all right. I see the way you're working.
Now, believe
okay.
it or not, that's a veggie dog.
No way.
I kid you not. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
That's
really
a veggie dog.
good.
That is not meat. That is vegetarian. And so what's great about it, the elote is you got the crema, the cotija cheese, the tahini, the lime. There's a little bit of shaved jalapeno, and then of course some charred corn niblets right on top there. So you can't even really taste that it's not meat.
That is amazing.
It's so
Not bad though, huh?
Amazing.
Not
Okay,
bad.
so pine cone style hot dogs are really popular online. Why do people love them?
Well, I think they look cool, they sound cool, but also I like it because you can present it like this, so you can sip on a cocktail in one hand and have a little hot dog in the other, right?
I just understood what a pine cone hot dog
Right?
is.
See what I'm saying? So you cut the hot dog up with slits, and then when you cook it, it literally opens up and pine cones outward.
Oh, okay. Okay, but this is not
I
the
probably
first.
should have led with that.
That's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. But this is not the first time that we've actually seen corn and hot dogs paired up before. But why do you think they do work so well together?
Well, think about it, right? Typically at a barbecue, there's a hot dog in one hand and corn in the other. Let's just make it one dish after all.
Not to mention the corn dog.
The corn dog. Like
so
the
good.
history goes back eons,
Go on
right?
and on.
I love that.
So our next dog leans more traditional. It's an Oktoberfest sausage.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's going to make you want to say Das Boot and Das Bier and all the things. We have an Oktoberfest sausage in a pretzel bun. And what I love about this is you're actually getting that sausage. It's fatty. It's grilled over charcoal. I've got some sauerkraut in there, a nice spear pickle, and let's see if it's still cheesy. I made some beer cheese too. So we can throw a little beer,
Okay, wait.
little beer cheese
Throw
on
some of that
top.
on there. Can we throw a little?
A tiny little.
Watch the dress. Watch the dress.
Just
Watch
a
the
little.
dress. Watch the dress.
This looks like a lot.
Right?
Oh my God. Okay, well, we're going to dive into this. When it comes to hot dogs in general, what's your take on toppings? Because we're putting a lot on. Like, is there rules that you follow?
I have one rule. The meat to bread ratio needs to be in sync, right? You can't have too much meat, not enough bread, or too much bread, not enough meat. Everything else is a choose your own adventure. I love crunch, I love sweet, I love tang, I like sour, which is why this hot dog or sausage works so well. But literally that meat to bread ratio is the most important thing.
There's so many double entendres to be made.
I know,
and I'm not staying
I know.
all the way.
Come on, like honestly, I have 2 degrees, and this is what I'm talking about.
love it.
Like this
Okay.
is great. Like, it's
Do you have any
wild.
advice on how to seek out the best sausages?
Let's hear it. Let's go. Let's go.
Give me advice.
All right, well, first you gotta know a butcher. Don't you know a butcher?
Yep.
You gotta know a butcher, and then you gotta make sure that butcher is no enemy to fat, because fat needs to exist in a sausage, otherwise it will be dry, it will be mealy, it'll be not good.
Okay.
Very bad.
Okay, we're on to our last dish. You're gonna make it?
I'm gonna make it.
Okay, we got it.
I grew up.
Okay, it sounds like a dream. It is a grilled cheese hot dog. Grilled cheese hot dog. Take us through this.
Right, I actually love this one the best. I think it presents really well. I actually did it in a Japanese-inspired flavor profile.
What?
So it's got a milk bread, which is a sweeter bread. It's got some QP mayo underneath, and then there's also some chili crisp and some homemade pickles and some hoisin barbecue. But I also presented it like a Japanese sando. So literally, I just made the grilled cheese, cut it in half, removed the crust, because again, adulting, and then presented it upwards. So it's got that beautiful kind of presentation. But it's still a hot dog at the end of the day.
It's so good. It's surprising. It's almost like an elevated, it's a highbrow, lowbrow all at the same time.
I love highbrow, lowbrow, right? Because, no, I'm serious. I think, especially in the wiener world, you know, I think.
Sorry. Could you experiment with other cheeses here, would you say?
So you could. I think no matter which cheese you go down, you want it to be like an easy to melt cheese and nothing too sharp. Like an Asiago wouldn't make sense at all, but I think a brie would actually be really nice. Something that melts quickly, because it's really so simple to put this together. It's like toast the bread, melt the cheese, make the dogs, put them in, cut them, the crust off, cut them in half, present them up, and there you go. Like, that's literally it.
Which one is either your favorite or the easiest to make?
I mean, I actually love this one because it's like, you know, you get a little bit of that spicy chili oil, you get a little bit of that sweet mayo, the crunch of the pickle. It's just, you know, for years, everyone's always said, like, is a hot dog a sandwich? I think in this case, it is a sandwich. Like,
in this case, it is.
I think you can't really deny the fact that that is a sandwich.
So good.
We made it through the segment, guys.
Yeah.
We made it. We did it.
Matt,
This was so fun.
There was a moment.
There was a moment. We almost lost her. These are phenomenal, every single one of them. Thank you, and great to have you back.
Thank you for having me. It's so good to see you guys.
Thank you,
Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Oh, which one's your favorite?
I don't even know. I love it.
Okay, listen, we are like literally smack dab in the middle of FIFA World Cup, and that heart-stopping game yesterday between Canada and Switzerland, we're reliving some of the magic here. I know we lost 2-1, but listen, we got on the board with Promise David, who is a phenomenal athlete, and a lot of them we're discovering, a lot of our top athletes coming from Brampton, Ontario.
Crazy.
And hold on, wait for it. There he is. Nice one, Promise. Nice one. Jess, you were at the Fan Fest yesterday.
I was at the Fan Fest yesterday, talking with people from all around the world, mostly Canadians for that game. We didn't see a lot of Swiss people. Saw a lot of Scottish people, Mexican people,
I think
German.
they were all out in Vancouver?
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. But it just came to me. But so we left as soon as the game started, and then I was on the train watching the game, and my Wi-Fi went out on the train when the 2 goals were scored by Switzerland. So I went out and I'm like, okay, what's the score? And I was like, 2-0, what?
I know.
I was so mad.
Yeah. No, it's exciting. Listen, I keep thinking, even though we're still in the middle of it, I keep thinking, what are we going to watch when this is all done?
Yeah.
Please, FIFA, keep going. This has been so exciting watching people cheer for their countries and everybody's in great spirits and high-fiving each other. I want this to last forever.
Next year is FIFA Women's World Cup.
Good. Good.
I know.
Enthusiasm.
Yes. So listen, Sunday against South Africa is Canada's next game down in Los Angeles. We are moving on past the current round, and it is at 3 p.m. on TSN this Sunday. Watch it. Watch it.
You kind of went viral also, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen it online. This one, getting excited about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, I made the Portuguese national news last night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Go Canada! Go Portugal. See you next week. Bye-bye.